Hi everyone. Okay, so the 4th of July was a little tricky with my diet. I think I had too many carbs, but I really didn't count, you know, like real specific. But so I'm feeling okay about that. And then my dietitian appointment is on Monday, so I'm getting a little nervous now. Hopefully that I didn't gain any weight. I mean, honestly, I don't think I lost any either. I really have not, I haven't walked all week. I've been kind of lazy, if I'm being honest. And, but I have been trying to do pretty well. Um, so every morning when I wake up, I have a Carnation instant breakfast made with skim milk. And I was kind of pissed this morning because all this time I'm thinking I'm doing really good because I need to have a higher protein amount getting ready and ramping up towards the surgery. So, and I was looking online yesterday and trying to find like some strawberry Carnation instant breakfast. I tried the French vanilla. I did not like it. It kind of reminded me of powdered milk. It was okay if I put some frozen banana in it, but you know, other than that, you really had to mask the taste of it. But I choked it down and finished it. But anyway, so I was looking online and they have a couple of different variations on the Carnation instant breakfast. If you're wanting to use the powder formula instead of the ready to drink shakes, they have chocolate and French vanilla, and they have strawberry. Well, so I was looking for the strawberry, but they only had it in the breakfast essentials, which has, I think it said 13 grams of protein. And I was thinking that my high protein Carnation instant breakfast was 15 grams, but actually on the box it said 18 grams of protein. And I thought, oh, that's really good, So then this morning, because I thought, well, if there's only 2 grams of difference in the protein, it's not going to make such a big difference. So I could just get the breakfast essential one instead of the high protein one. Well, I looked on the box this morning because I thought, well, I'll just go online and pull up the nutritionals on the breakfast essentials one and kind of compare the two to see if that's something that I want to do. And so I started looking on the front of the box, and in this tiny, 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 you can barely see it under where it says 18 grams of protein, it says as prepared, which means that it's actually 10 grams of protein per packet, and where you're getting the other 8 grams of protein is from milk. All milk products, whether it's vitamin D, 2%, 1%, or skim, have the same amount of protein and carbs. They have 11 grams of carbs, 8 grams of protein per 8-ounce serving. The only difference is going to be your fat content and your calories. So like skim milk has 80 calories, 1% has 100 calories, 2% has 120 calories, and vitamin D whole milk, I believe, has I think it's 140. So now you learn something. Yay! Anyway, so I was kind of pissed off about the fact that I thought I was buying this large protein amount packets. Well, I didn't see the fine print because, as we all know, I'm blind as a bat and don't like to use my bifocals. So that was really fun. And so today I usually when I first wake up, I get my carnations from breakfast, and then I drink it with when I take my 2 handfuls of pills in the morning. And then that's usually like 9 o'clock, and then 11:30, 12, I'll eat what I consider lunch, but Marty would consider breakfast. And normally I have either like an egg, like a hard-boiled egg and a banana, or what I really, really like is I make my version of an Ore-Ida breakfast scrambler, which has basically the same amount of ingredients. I make this, I call it Grimlotta, but I don't know exactly what it's called. That could be something totally different. I could be off the mark. I don't know. But it's something I make at home. It's got an onion in it, a whole pepper, probably at least a cup of mushrooms, and then I usually shred, sometimes, not all the time, but I shred up some carrot and throw that in there instead of the potato, which is what comes in like the Ore-Ida one. So I put a tablespoon of that, a tablespoon of cheddar cheese, and a tablespoon of meat, if I'm going to use meat like sausage. And then I just put it in my Sistema cup and microwave it for like a minute and a half. And boom, breakfast scrambler, under 240 calories. So, and it just depends on whether you can use 1 egg or 2. I generally do 1. Sometimes this morning I did 2. Because I know I have a lot of stuff to do and my blood sugar is really funny. And sometimes it likes to crash for no apparent reason, whether I've ate or not. So that's fun. And so I've been trying to do that more, and I've been trying to eat smaller portions, like smaller little tiny baby meals throughout the day. And when I'm like, okay, I'm on this, I'm doing it right, the whole thing, I do really good with it. But as of late, probably since last Sunday, I haven't been really doing the baby meals. I've just been eating the 3 meals. But I did buy some of those, food service scoops. They're like ice cream scoops, but they have measurements on them, like 4 ounces, 2 ounces, and then one, I'm not sure, I think it's 3/4 of an ounce, but I use that when I make meatballs. So I did invest in those. I invested in a zoodle maker. It makes like zucchini noodles and spaghetti noodles and fettuccine and ribbons. So I'm going to try to do some more stuff with that. I always have fresh vegetables on hand unless I'm broke and I can't get to the store. But I'm still not eating processed foods as much as I can. I mean, there's some things I just can't, like obviously cheese is processed. But there's, certain things, but I'm not like doing any boxed dinners, seriously limiting the amount of pasta I eat. Most everything that we eat is pretty fresh, and we buy our meat from a butcher. So that has been a good positive change. I've eliminated sugar from the house. No more sugar. Although sometimes I just wish I had some sugar. But I'm doing really good. And so today I'm going to get a lot of walking in because we've got to walk down to the laundromat. I was going to do laundry yesterday, but the whole situation just fell through. But I'm getting really nervous about the dietitian appointment. I'm scared that I haven't lost and that I've gained, which for me is, I think it's a constant fear. I mean, what is possibly going to happen if I gain a pound? The world is not going to come crashing down on my head. But in my mind, it is. I'm my worst critic, and I like to beat myself up about every little tiny thing. If my mom was here, she would be like, Lynette, quit doing that. You've got this. This is one of these times where I really miss Mama. But she still talks to me in my head, I swear. I hear her tell me stuff all the time. Not that I'm crazy or anything, but you know, sometimes when you lose someone you're so close to, they're always seem to be around. Okay, enough of this. I'm gonna get ready and I will see you in my next diet vlog. Bye guys.